Well, I'm not sure if anyone remembers this game, but here we have a thumper that we need to connect to this turret over here that will help defend it against these green guys that are coming in to destroy it. They look cute now, but you should see them on the Steam pages. They're actually kind of freaky. So that's why we have to take them out pretty early. Wait for him to get close enough, and bammo, perfect. And then we can get some upgrades that will help us defend a lot better, like a wall over here and some extra cables over here. That way we can hook up some more cables to the turret, put in a wall for defense kind of on this side, because, you know, one wall by itself isn't gonna do very much. And that little guy is a fuse. We need to take you out very quickly. Thankfully, our little turret can shoot twice. That should take out these guys in one volley, unless it hits both of them at once. Ooh, so we take out 2 of them in one volley. Double kill. And sometimes they leave behind little green goo. We can use that in this little factory over here. And we get some more walls that will help as well. So with the factory, what we can do is hook you up like this to the turret right here, put the goo inside, and then the turret gets a lot more power to it, so we can fire a lot faster. But sadly, that went away very quickly. So what I'll do now is actually just hook up the turret to the thumper twice, so we can, oh boy, use it again. Ah, little guy. Okay, I don't know if that actually damaged the thumper because he blew up because of me, not him. And then we can get some more walls and another platform, which would be good for us. This one has thumpers on it. We'll find a use for this later. Right now, we'll just use it for defense. And now our structure is set up in a way that they have to come through the south here in order to get close to it. That should give us a lot more time to defend them. Defend against them, that is. I'm not defending them. And it's working very well for ourselves. They're trying to reach the thumper, so they're not worried about anything else. And this little drone is gonna tell me if that changes. So, ooh, here we go. A minigun and a storage container. That'd be good for us. So we can put the oogly mass inside and save it for later. And then we can put the minigun on this base here. Okay, now this little guy is actually not hooked up. I didn't know that. We'll hook it up to the minigun because it needs quite a few thumbs to get its rotary spin up, whatever it is. And that's a big guy coming in right there. And I tell you, this minigun is not spinning nearly fast enough in order to be useful. Okay, now big guy's gonna hit us. Ah, get rid of him. Get rid of him. He's actually not doing too many hits, but okay, he's out. Okay, don't want any more of that happening. Time to reorganize. We'll get the minigun double the power here. This doesn't do as much as I thought it would. This wall will be good for us. And so will this thumper here as another power source. We can't use it yet, but we will. Actually, what we could do to that end is start to move this guy over here so there's guns on both sides of the range. Rip you out, put you in there, and then in there. So now we have a gun over there, and we can have it be a part of the wall if we just nestle it in right there. I'm actually gonna reorganize the walls here because a straight piece will be good wherever it is, like so. Hard to get the angle right. There we go. And now what we can do here is start to build sort of a maze that the Ooglians will have to go through in order to get to the thumper. And I am gonna need a better platform in order to hook up the minigun properly. But right now our defense is holding up and the bomb guy is about to come in here. We don't want that. And of course he's right there. Ow. Okay, that might have hurt. I honestly couldn't tell, but that hurts. Okay, we have a lot more goo stored up. That's a good thing. I need more cables, but there's a better platform for us and some more walls. And now that really severs the choke point there. So let's just unconnect this base here, move you off to the side because I don't care about you anymore. And then the minigun can go on the connector platform with 4 things available to it. And okay, we have 6 oogly mass stored up. So let's tear away one of these and connect it to the factory, which we can generously provide oogly mass to. And now it should be ready to defend. And there, that's doing a lot more favors for the minigun. Where are the enemies? Show them to me. Hiya! Took out 2 of them like that. Yes. And the factory holds charge for a long time too. That's even better. Give it some more juice and make sure it's pointed at the guys instead of orbiting slowly around them. Yes, that was wonderful. Way better. And let's see, I don't need to use another factory, but it's a good size so I can make it be a part of the wall and defend. And now we're setting up a little bit of a loop-de-doodle that they have to go through to get to us. It's working out very nicely so far. I just wish I knew where they were coming from sooner so I could point the minigun in the right direction. But, you know, its direction is just that way. And now we just need to make sure that we collect the mass so we can keep the factory well stocked. Oh, our minigun overheated. Well, that's a issue, but not too big of one. Ooh, and there's more cables too. Yes, I need that. You know, having another minigun over here actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's go for it. Take away this, put you here, And then where is this thingy connected to? It's that. Okay, that's not gonna be fast enough for me. Actually, we have enough cables. We'll hook you up to the minigun. And this thumper over here isn't doing anything. Why don't we hook you up to the turret that we'll put here as kind of like a first line of defense? That should fuel the defenses well enough. But we don't have any oogly mass yet, so this might be a bit dicey, depending on how long the charge lasts, or how often they drop oogly mass, which I desperately need. And to desperately take out the fuse guy. Okay, the single gun on his own is doing good. Oh yes, there it is, more mass. Need to make sure we collect all of that. Yes, give me some more. There we go, just a few more left, and we are doing very good for ourselves. Okay, what I could use now is more sources of power. Actually, I just realized how much power I'm not using in the middle here. Whoops. Let's just go ahead and hook up the minigun to that as kind of like a backup. And then whatever this is could be good for us. And we'll get a platform to go with it. Set you up on the corner there. And we need the thumper to reach it. So let's put you over here next to the minigun. That shouldn't cause issues. Just to see what it does for now. If I like it, I'll hook it up to the factory. Okay, and it looks like there's a lot of guys coming in down here, including these guys that are packed with worms. I don't like that at all. Ooh, but this thing just launched firecrackers. That was cool. Do it again. Oh yes, right in their direction. That was nice. But now I need, oh man, I need oogly mass and I have none. Oh gosh, this is, there it is. Put it in, pour it on, pour it on. Get rid of the wormy things. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Get away from the thumper, you jerks. Okay, fully charged factory. Get in there. Ooh, that was risky. Thankfully, they give us a lot of oogly mass that we can now put into storage. You know what I'm intrigued by? These power splitters here. We have 2 of them that we can use. 1 input to 2 outputs. That could be a good thing, especially if we hook it up somewhere close to the factory. Oh wait, this one's 2 inputs to 1 output. I'm getting my colors mixed up. So if we disconnect this one from the main thumper, put it in there, and then, oh, we need more cables. But then it should split the power twice, and then we can fuel it into something else. And that would be extra better for us if that was coming from the factory. So that way the factory can power both the minigun and the dynamite launcher. I definitely need more cables. But thankfully we have oogly mass stored up, so we can fuel the factory once it runs out. Okay, this doesn't look to be a splitter, it's like an alternator. That's not what we want. I need this to go into the minigun, especially since there's long boys coming in here, already kicking the thumper. That's just rude of you, sirs. Get away from here. Okay, more fuel for the factory is needed. Oh boy, a lot of fuel for the factory is needed. How are they here already? Yikes. Okay, we're taking them out. We're catching up to them. That's good. This guy's always pointed at the door. I like that. And then you're gonna throw dynamite? Maybe? Yes, okay. Changing things up. This alternator is not what I want. And more cables. I definitely need more cables. Now I think this dynamite launcher can go in a different spot, just so I can see it better. Right there's good, and then hook you up to the factory, and I have even more cables that I can hook up to things, so it gets double the power that it was before. Okay, now I feel like there's factory outputs that aren't being used. Uh-oh, I shifted the factory. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Just slot you back in where you were, because you were good looking there. So right now I have 3 inputs going to miniguns, and then let's get 3 going to the launcher here as well. And oh wow, I just realized I have 0 output from the main thumper. What's up with that? And now they have quite a path that they need to get through in order to reach us. Okay, let's take out these long leg guys very early. There we go, very good. And now they just all have to make their way around. And I could be wrong, but it seems like some types of ooglians drop less goo than others. Thankfully, this minigun has just enough juice from the main thumper in order to keep shooting at them. All right. Another wall as per usual, and I don't want to change up too much of the formula because what we have now works as long as we have goo, but a hand crank would serve as a good backup, which will sound a little ridiculous, but I want to hook it up to this minigun here. These 2 should be able to hold their own, and I can just have fun spinning this relentlessly. Keep it all nice and spun up. Yes, make sure the minigun is pointed right at the threats. There we go, take them out very nicely, and yes, feed goo to the factory. There we go, there we go. Dump the things in there. Yes. Uh-oh, you're already kicking. Ah, I need you to shoot at these. Feed the factory. Feed the factory. Oh, okay, they got close. But thankfully the factory, or the thumper, still has a bit of health. I don't know why I keep calling it the factory. This is the factory. Our factory reliant plan is falling through because they're not dropping a whole lot of goo. Dabba-dee-da-doo. Except they're not blue. But, oh, look at this. I want to play with this, but I can't afford it. So what would be good to do here is take away some of these factory outputs and attach them to the thumper like this. Oh, that still leaves the dynamite launcher high and dry. All right, we'll put this back. We'll attach 2 there. So this minigun has 2 factory inputs and then 2 thumper inputs, and we'll mirror that over here with the dynamite launcher. Okay, going back to basics, using the thumper to power things and taking the wall, and I'll save this death laser looking thing for later. Oh, because the wall dumped right there. I was worried for a moment. Now I could have it wind down and around this way, but there's a lot of map up here that we're not using yet. What if I just cut off the world right there? I don't think that counts for them. We'll have it start to wind down right here for now. Okay, so now we have good inputs going to the miniguns and the dynamite launcher, which is good because there's a lot more long leggy boys coming in. Ooh, factory, yes. More factory juice. Now we're keeping the minigun fully stocked up. And the dynamite is popping them very nicely. Okay, they got a little close there, but we were able to fend them off, which is good. Another wall here. And this minigun in the back isn't doing too well. So let's pull you off and grab this gun to put right there. This is gonna be a bit of weird placement here. Okay, let's trade out this wall for a minute. It will give them a bigger loop through here, but that's not too much of a problem. What I want to do is turn the tide up and around this way because we have so much real estate up here to work with. And let's go ahead and get going. Oh, they're dropping goo at the edge of the world. No wonder I'm not finding it. Well, there's still 0 right now. Oh gosh, and there's more worms. Okay, you know what? The worms will happen later. Let's just take out the threats that are hopping through the door right now. Or maybe, you know, just whittle this guy down some. Ooh, because the worms drop goo. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Especially since there's so many of them. Look at all this goo. I love it. There's one missing somewhere. Hey, I found it. And now all that's left is a big hulk of them, even though they already look like Hulk. But that worked. Another wall here, and more cables here. Not sure what I'll do with these cables yet, but at least we have them. Aha, now the long lives have even longer to go around because of the walls I put down. I like it. Put those long legs to work. I would like to see a surplus of goo so we can start to feed that bottom factory. And if there's enough little guys like that, then that should be a feasible task. Also, I have no idea where this thing was trying to shoot the dynamite. There's nobody over there, but there's somebody, and it takes him out. Excellent. Now you need to do your part. Thank you. Ooh, another platform, perfect. And another energy source. It's about time that this gun down here got an upgrade to the platform that he's on. And this might be time to try something. I'm gonna put the death laser here, and then take away the hand crank from the other gun, so we can hook it up to that, and then power it ourselves. I really wanna see what this does. And in case we come across it, we can hook it up to the factory as well. Oh, I didn't even see that there was another thumper right here. I forgot about it. That can get tucked in right there, like a good little boy. And that's more plugs in right there. Yes? I think I messed up somewhere. There we go, just to keep things neat and orderly. And here we go. Okay, it's charging. We can charge it faster, like this. The miniguns can thankfully aim themselves. Okay, laser's about to be used. Point up here and oh! Oh, that was beautiful. Ooh, plug it into the factory. This thing needs more power, and that needs more power. I need to divert the goo, distribute the goo, that's what I mean. But point it again, yes! Oh, death laser is the best thing right now. That worked wonderfully. So now we have a new objective for this thing. Get it inside the base right there. Actually, no. Put it over here, kind of middle between the 2 factories, and then we'll just stockpile the goo in there and distribute as needed. Now, I'm not too sure what else we can get besides walls and more platforms for possibly future weapons, but the platforms work as walls as well, especially if we mount them on corners like this. All right, Death Laser, time to do your thing again. I actually don't think I need to turn the crank on you. Oh, look at all those dudes up there. You're about to get smoked. Get ready for it, ready for it? Yeah! And there's so much goo to follow. That is wonderful. Fuel up everything, including the laser again. Oh, point you at all these things, yeah! Let me tell you, this is a much easier game than the last time I played it. As long as you get to right stuff, and this goo is definitely the right stuff. We'll find all of that. Hopefully, I think we did. I don't even know what to put on these platforms. My defense is so good right now. And let's just smoke everything before I even see it. Okay, now it's time to fuel the factories. And then get ready on the death laser. Crank it up a little, speed this along. And yes! Best thing ever. That wave was like nothing. Oh, but now there's no walls here. Well, I'll tell you what, this is another one of those thumper bases. And this is a weapon, I think, over here. Or we get more cables. More cables. Okay, so thumper base can go on the edge, on the corner here. I'll actually put you over here. So the weapon that eventually does get put on you won't have to continually aim as far. As for what weapon that is, the broken gun. Kind of the unsung hero of this. Okay, each of the factories are adequately powered, so we can just blaze everything, including the gigantic dudes right there. Excellent. I think he dropped 2 goo, or I'm mistaken. I could be mistaken. Oh, but I need to point this up there at all those guys. Yeah! Oh, that's my favorite thing right now. I didn't even see that the laser was powered. Oh, there's a big worm guy right there. Oh, all your worms are about to get fried. It's like the book, How to Eat Fried Worms. Does anybody in the world remember that? That was such a weird book. And now we have, ooh, 15 goo to work with. Where even is it? Way at the corner of the world. I can't even reach that probably, but thankfully we can store up all the goo that we can reach. Uh-oh, what did I just select? I got another platform thumpy and a power delayer here. I wasn't even, oh well. I'm just gonna be here with my goo. Well, at least I can put the minigun on here so that can try to do good things. I started this game being a defense coordinator and now I'm a factory worker and it pays off so well. Uh-oh, but now those guys are getting through to the thing. Oh no, oh no. Oh, not getting through today, you jerks. Oh, this laser is so nice. These poor little guys with the big noses, what are you doing? Oh, that was honestly a waste of a laser. Okay, I need more power sources, so we'll get the thumper here. I just can't believe how much goo there is that I have to try and find. Like way out in the smoke. Who's supposed to see this? All right, this is actually a bit of a big wave. Thankfully, I have a big laser to make up for it. These little guys have to go so far just to go and try and destroy my thing. Can't you just like do something else with your lives before I end them? This is just ridiculous right now. Okay, for the first time in a while, there's no new walls. So I'll get one of these conveyor things to act as a defense and another minigun, because I don't know. Oh, did I just disconnect something? I think I disconnected the firecracker launcher. When did I do that? When did I disconnect this? Uh-oh. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, and they kicked it a few more times. Oh, that thing cannot have a lot of health left. I need to be careful about these things that are going in here, but also, how did that get disconnected? Oh, we'll get a wall. Oh, no. Oh, no. Another death laser? I think I like the sound of this a lot. Now, the question is, where do I hook this up to? Probably the factory up here, for, you know, lack of a better place. If I cross the beams, does the map just end? Well, we might find that out one way or another. Just gotta fuel up the factories like we do, and then put the wall right up over here to continue our death spiral. And it should work very good for us. The amount of the little guys that pop is almost so rude. My goodness. Absolutely nobody can get near it. It might be time for me to branch out and try other things, like whatever you are. And I need a base for you, so have that. Okay, this looks like a mortar. Oh, this will be fun. But now we're out of cables, so I can't even use it. Not stopping the death laser from being used, though. Okay, this is actually quite a few things. So let's laser it to death as best we can. Okay, that got rid of a big guy. Time to get rid of some of these wormies. Good. And then feed the factories. I wish there were like cable extenders so I could just have factories in one corner of the map and then charge everything else from a distance. Oh, look at the two going at the same time. That was wonderful. Okay, now I have a thumper that I can dedicate to the mortar as soon as I have a cable that can use it. But we'll worry about that a different time. Right now, we're just doing death sweeps of everybody. And oh my gosh, look at all that goo. This has been very successful endeavor indeed. And now we can hook up the mortar to a thing and use it. Hopefully it does good. I could also hook up this cable to the factory so the mortar gets used even quicker. Oh, there it goes. I wonder if I'm able to just actually let things go on their own. This guy is making his way through the base pretty quickly, and he's able to kick it once, twice, and death. I had to take control for that one. I didn't trust it just yet. All right, but aside from that, everything else was working very well. And wow, the map filled up on all the goo that we have available. Let's just take that opportunity to charge up the factories. All right, factories charged up. Let's see how we do this wave about letting things just kind of go on their own. It's good to see a lot of things dying. Ooh, the mortar's starting to pull weight as well. Excellent. I was getting a little worried about that. Okay, long legs are starting to make their way through. Hopefully defenses can point themselves around quickly enough. Oh no, those things are quick. Oh, come on, get him. Yes, we got him. So we still need a few things in order to get the defenses automated. But what we can do to help that is move this minigun down here to this factory, and then get some cables to hook you up to the factory that's down here. That way your sole focus should be protecting the thumper from down here instead of whatever's going on up there, because everything else is going on up there. Here come the long legs. They're making their way through the gauntlet and going pretty quickly. I need another power source up to this minigun. It's doing nothing. And I need to take control again. Oh gosh, they reached it. Nah, woo! Oh boy, those long legs are the only things that are knocking things out of whack. Everything else is fine. Okay, this platform needs a different gun, which I think is what this is. Oh, actually, this thing has no power. Let's put you there. Although I don't trust that as much either, so we'll put that there. You can go back here being useless. And I just realized I had a lot of walls stacked up there. Now we need to keep the gauntlet in a orderly fashion. And it's hard to believe that we got to this point, but we're at wave 30 now. I think I only got to wave 12 before, because the game was a lot more difficult then. All right, we're not taking control. We're just letting the guns do their thing. Here come more long legs. And oh, that shotgun took them both out. Amazing. Oh man, the Seth lady just pointed at the big worm guy. Get him, yeah. Oh, but some landed inside the thing. Oh no, get him, get him. Oh, minigun got him. Minigun for a mini worm. And now it's just the rest of these guys trying to make their way through the gauntlet here. Will they succeed? I'm gonna say probably not. So now the only thing really that I need to do is fill up the factories at all times. Everything else just runs itself. Not even sure what to get for things anymore. Another platform, I guess. And whatever I picked before. Was it you? I don't think it was you. Oh, it was another crank. All right, doesn't matter. Just haphazardly throw the trash out in the open. Let's do this. Wave 31. Oh my gosh, it's all little guys and long legs, basically. How many of you are there? That's ridiculous. And the big laser is missing because they're actually faster than it. Oh man, that's actually a lot of things going through the gauntlet here. Can we pull it back? Can we pull it back? I don't think I can pull it back. I don't think I can pull it back from this. Hey, I pulled it back. How about that? But man, when those guns are not pointed the right way, it doesn't work that well. And now there's even more long legs. Oh, but a laser's about to point right at him. Oh, not quite, but okay, laser down there is doing good. Laser up here is about to do good. Come on, do it. Do it. Oh no, it ran out. Do it. Yeah. Uh-oh, long legs reached it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Laser's out of juice. Laser's out of juice. Laser, no! Well, we did make it to wave 32, which is more than double what we did before. So I'd say the updates that were made to this game are huge improvements. And now we're just going around kicking everything else that I own, the jerks. Well, I do hope you guys enjoyed this revisit to Ooglians. I've been keeping my eye on this, wanting to go back to it for a while, and I'm glad that the developers worked on it the way they did. If you want to see more of this game, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching, and sub to Intern. And thank you channel members including Bread, Mr. Cripple 1, Ancient Elixir 1, Corby Farm, Dakota C, Donamoto, Devion X, Muffin Stuffer, Lucas S, Splattersax, Real Nickname, Edward, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, TJ, Seriously Sarcastic, Angels, Lily Bites, Levi, and the Miner Within.